That's me right there.
It's pretty bad. I seen people like use the bathroom so bad they end up pissing on the bus.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, but they need to go so bad, and they know
Damn,
this
bro.
your one.
So bam, man, you get into Mississippi, but at least Mississippi is pretty cool. They got big old sales, cool yards, is it? And
Yeah,
then Xbox and PlayStation and everything.
you on I forgot. I think you on the first yard, the original yard. You get
Yeah,
the extra yard.
yeah.
You know, maybe I know that if you on the other building, the other yard, that you kind of miss out on that. You know, because
Ah, all right.
they still, I think they still go to yard. They still go to the main yard, but on the days they don't get to go to the main yard. They just go to the cage, which is not a freaking yard. Yeah, because we regardless any day, we always go to the main yard in the gym. And I mean, so I mean, it was a little bit better. The program is still the same in Arizona because you don't get a yard a day. But I will say that when I got there, the homies got unlocked though. That prison there, the homies got unlocked.
Oh, they got the plug on everything, huh?
Plug on everything. I'm talking about everything.
Yeah.
Every bit I went to, the homies got a lot of stuff.
That that's
Every
that's the usually work because a lot of Asians they got money too, man, and it takes money
yeah,
to make money. Yeah.
yeah, because out there the homies deep out there in the Mississippi. All right, so and yeah, out there when I went there, so I was surprised when I went up there, and I swear like a lot of homies that I see, they got unlocked. They had a lot of stuff.
Sure, I can imagine, bro. So after Mississippi, you was there for a couple of years,
I was there for like 3 years. I think 3 years, 3.5 years.
and then did you end up going back to California again to parole or
Yeah, I went
before you
back to.
parole?
Yeah, it's funny because they actually shipped me right back to Old Folsom. That's
Ah,
so funny.
there.
Yeah, well, first of all, I went to my way back going to home. It was actually some bullshit because I went back to Arizona and for intake. You know what I mean? And because I went back with the Laos homie from Long Beach, and we ended up being stuck in intake for like over a month, but nothing. It is just intake on it. What the fuck? So we stuck in Arizona for over a month. He left before me. Then Fisher, I ended up going back, and I went back to Wasco, and I had so from Wasco all the way back to from Wasco all the way to Sacramento, I did like 3 layover. I did a fucking 3 layovers. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, I don't think why don't they just send me? Why don't they just take me all the way straight to Old Folsom? Why do I get to do 3 layover? So I ended up doing 3 fucking layover. So every layover I'm like one night, I gotta wake up, go on a bus ride. They do another layover again. So I was like, what the hell? Shit. I can't
Yeah.
you know? I'm like, damn, I just want to get this shit over with.
I,
You know?
they don't care, man. They just whatever lay over. Just even if it's just a
Yeah.
little cage like this big, just go ahead sleep in there, man.
But I
Yeah.
didn't that I forgot which prison I was at with a layover. I want to say I forgot. I want to say Salinas or Solidar. It was one of those that I stayed for a layover, and I met a Vietnamese homie on San Diego, and he was a lifer. It was a cool ass Vietnamese homie because when I got there, and he knew I was only there for one day, but even though I was only there for one day, he said, "Hey man, I'm gonna give you a hot pot." And he gave me some food. He gave me a hot pot. He gave me some clothes to wear, even though he know I was only there for one day. So I'm like, damn, and and at that time I didn't know he was a lifer. So we was coming back from child, and I asked him, "Hey, how much time you doing?" He said,
Yeah.
"Man, I'm a lifer." You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I was hella hurt when the homie told me that. I'm like, damn, it's a cool ass homie. I'm like, damn, you a lifer? So that was a
Yeah.
good ass homie right there, though.
Yeah. You know what, bro? You just reminded me. Funny that you mentioned that. I would I experienced a lot of layovers too, and then
Mhm.
another Asian would come along, any kind of any other Asian, and they got live too, or some of them got all day, and they don't even know you. They're not even gonna see you ever again. But just because you're Asian, oh, here goes some food, here goes some stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Looking out for you. I was like, damn, that's that love right there, bro.
That's that love. When you feel that love,
Yeah.
you feel it.
Because he's not gonna get nothing back. and he doesn't really even know you, but you're just Asian.
Yeah.
So he just like, man, I experienced that a lot, and I witnessed that too, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's
So
that.
after Old Folsom, so you're back on your backyard, Old Folsom, right? Is that where you end up paroling?
Yeah, A&M for one from Old Folsom. When I went back to Old Folsom, when I went to Old Folsom was only level 2 now. And it's funny because when I got there, some of the homies that were actually still there. I was surprised. I'm like, damn, y'all still there. That's Old Folsom.
Yeah.
Went to Arizona,
Yeah.
Mississippi, came back. I'm like, damn.
You already done traveled the world. You already done traveled all the way to the East Coast. Yeah, they still in there.
So that was kind of funny. Yes, I went back. I was only there. I think it was like at that time when I had 1 month left. You know what I mean? So I only had 1 month left, and and you know it's funny because I was like, okay, this is what it feels like to be a short timing. You know, so this is about to be on the short time. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like they give you a ducat, let you know that you bought a parole. And I remember the last day, and they came and get me, and I was like, first it's not like they come get you that you get released. Nah, they gotta do all this paperwork, all this stuff. So the whole time I was in the holy tank, I was just in the holy tank, walk around circle and just think about, damn, I'm on way to get out. I'm ready to get out. This like after 10 years and 3 months. You know what I mean? And like I say, I got logged out, I was 16, and I'm only 26, but I turned 27. So I was just like walking around that holy tank, just thinking about the outside, and just felt hell excited and nervous. And when the CO came with me, so while walking outside the prison, going there, walking toward the gate, I mean, I was just feeling hell nervous, and I'm walking hell, and I was telling him like, because the CO was walking pretty fast, and I was telling him, hey man, slow down, don't walk too fast. It's funny because the CEO was actually a body too.
Oh,
The CEO was a body.
kind of them in there.
So he was telling me, he said, you know what? He said, everybody told me that. Everybody told me that told me to slow down because everything's moving too fast for them. And he was like, he totally understand. He wasn't even tripping on me. He wasn't even mad at me. And they took me to this, I don't know, this one place, and they gave me my gate money, and whatever I got left on my book. They gave me that shit, and it was like, and I was like, I said, I'm free to go, because I was still asking permission. Like, yeah, you're free to go, and I'm like, I'm looking at them. Am I ready for you to go? Because no, I was like, all right.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. So then my brother, and my mom keep picking me up.
Damn. So you learned a lot, man. You was in there for 10 years straight. You've seen a lot of things, man.
Yeah.
How was your mindset when you got out? Did you look at another Asian and hate, or still have the same hate before, or is like a whole different view now?
Hey, it's totally different when you because I know everybody experienced different, but for me, because me being here for so long, and when I came out, I see more. When I see the Asian person, even also Tonga, I be seeing it as my homies. You know what I mean? And I see my homies, and I got locked up with so many of my enemies. You know what I mean? And clicking with some of them. So when I came out, it was just like, even when I came out, I didn't hate my enemy like I used to. You know what I mean? Because I got to know them on a personal level. You know what I mean? Like I say, you started thinking like, man, we ain't that different, bro. You know what I mean? If life was different, if life was different, and for us both, we probably would be good friends. You know what I mean? It's just that he just ended up growing up this year, and I ended up growing up this year.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Everything different.
Yeah. So I mean, you got a whole different, cool, fresh perspective on life. How was life after prison? Because I've seen your videos, your rap music career, and yeah, man.
Ain't nobody.
Yeah, can you tell us about doing a rap music video with China Mac, with MB and stuff like that?
When that came out, anybody that done time with me know that I was into the rap stuff, and that I did to pass time when I was in there, and it actually helped me from keep me from going crazy. So when that came out, I was on music. I was really on music, and I was like rapping in English and in Hmong. I first got popular in my Hmong community first. Then I started like breaking out a little bit and start collabing with other race. And like I say, one of them was China Mag and Ebinel. I think the first one I did, who I did with Ebinel first. I think I did with Ebinel first, and I forgot which one I did first, but I know I did one with China Mac, and I reached out to him, and it's funny because during that time where we were trying to make it happen, he ended up getting locked up twice. So he ended up getting locked up twice. So after he did all that shit, then he finally was able to fly over to Sacramento. Yeah, because I paid because as I learned more about music, I started learning about the business side. So I learned that, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. We need to fly over here. So I ain't paying for his flight or his hotel for him to fly out here, and then we shot the music video. I flew out to North Sacramento, and we shot the music video over there, and did a thing. Then and I'm talking. He told me about the music, and I mean how to do this, how to do that. Then the one with NB, I went to Stockton to shoot the music with NB. I have homies in Stockton. My hood is also out in Stockton too. So we ended up doing that one in Stockton with NB. So and it was a good experience. It was a good experience on that stuff. I know when I talked to China Man, we were just kind of talking about our case and how long we'd be locked up. And I because China Man also did 10 years, and we were just talking about that. And with the NB, I didn't talk to like because I kind of told NB about being locked up too, but not too much. I just told them because I kind of just told about my past, like man, I was locked up, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what I mean? Like like in there we call it Filipino pare, you know what I mean? All that stuff like that. You know, so just like did the music video, shot the music video. He was cool. He came out. He was very humble. He was very humble dude. Actually, you know, and China Man was cool too. China Man would just kind of put me off game about the music and all that stuff.
Damn, bro. To those who don't know, okay, can you tell the viewers where we can find your music videos in YouTube?
It's on. It's the name. It's on the same channel. It's under my name. It's Diverzity. So it's Diverzity with a Z. And I don't remember because I don't remember the link. But that's where you will find it under Diverzity with a Z.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
If you already subscribe to my channel, then you will find all my music video on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link here also so they could check it out, man. Yeah, bro, man. So you just started doing positive things and just stayed away from the nonsense when you got out.
Yeah, no, it just like cause I'm pretty sure you probably learned about this too. Like one thing I learned when I was locked up, they say you gotta change your crowd. You know what I mean? You gotta change your crowd and change your scenery and change the way you think. And no matter if you're hanging with people that's holding you back, then you gotta break away from them.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Because even I came out. I try to help some of the homies, trying put them on game and just tell them about life in general. You know me. But it's up to them if they want to take it or not.
Yeah, and that's why man, that's why I really appreciate what you're doing on your show right now. You know, giving out your point of view and perspective, and hopefully a lot of the Hmong homies, the young ones, or all the other Asian homies will see more and see a different perspective also, and not just be consumed with all that self-hate and hate towards another Asian, or MOD, HNS, yeah.
I know, you know what I mean? Because because you and I know that it's gonna be hard for them to change all that, you know, because this history, and I think that this history behind this gang shit, I understand the history, you know what I mean? And that's what I was saying in my video, my first video, I talked about Monk Games in prison. And I just told her, I understand you gotta do what you gotta do, because I know that people lost brother, cousin, homies to this gangbang shit. And I understand they're mad about that shit. And I mean, that's why I say I understand you're mad. I understand, like, dude, I understand that you gonna do what you're gonna do, you're gonna feel the way you feel. But just know that when you go to prison, you can't do that. You can't trip on your enemies, and your enemies can't trip on you. You know what I mean? And you guys gonna learn to get along. You're gonna shake hands with each other, eat with each other, sit up together. And like I say, for some people, they're gonna be surprised how much they click with their enemies. You know, and it won't hit them, because that reality won't hit them until you actually in there. And when you see it for yourself, then that reality will hit you.
Yeah, that's true. Even if they haven't been there, all they gotta do is just look at what's going on right now. The Asian hate crime is getting worse and worse and worse, from what I see in the media, man. And just look, they just have to look at that. If there was all these Asian gangsters, they should look at the bigger picture and do what's right, which is to protect their old people and the women that are getting oppressed by this stupid, ignorant, racist people, man. Yeah. How do you feel about that, brother?
It's I think we need to remember why Asian game was formed in the first place. You know, because Asian game be around for quite a while now. We forgot that one of the reason why some of the Asian game was formed in the first place was to protect our own people. And we forgot that, because we got caught up in the bullshit, got caught up in our ego, and now we shoot each other. I think we need to go back to our original purpose, which is to protect our own people. You know, and I don't know, honestly, I have mixed feelings about it, because I do encourage these Asian gangs to go help them, but at the same time, I'm not mad at them if they don't want to. You know, because we know that Asian gangs are despised by the Asian community. You know, we're despised the Asian community, and Asian gangs have always been looked down and be almost like they have always been outcast and rejected. So I kind of get why they don't want to step up, and maybe they do too. Who knows? Maybe they do, and they kind of do it in their own way. Because I know I talked to some of them, and it's not like they don't want to. They ready. They just wait for people to test them. But nobody's. But as we all know, they're only targeting the elders and the women.
Yeah.
You know, so they're not what they're talking to. So, but trust me, they're all Asian gang out there. They just wait for these people to talk to them, but they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, I understand completely where you're coming from about the Asian culture looking down on the so-called Asian gangsters, because they just generalize all these gang members to be one of the same. But
yes,
yeah, and still, even if we're getting having been a gang member when we were kids and having police records, we still have to take the higher road, and I believe they should still protect.
they should. Yeah, I believe they should.
Their own people.
I feel like I feel like both sides. I feel like both people, like the Asian gang member and the Asian people who don't game. I feel like both sides need to understand each other.
Yeah,
you know, because we all Asian. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We all, you know, we all Asian. We all eat the same food. You like rice, I like rice too. You know?
Have you heard of the Asian with attitude movement that they're doing, bro?
Yeah, I heard it. Then I see that's the one I like the most right there. You know what I mean? Because they're stepping up. Yeah, they really stand up, and you know the boy there, and you can tell by the boy that he's you can tell that he's urban. You can tell that he's from the street and stuff. The way he just talk, and I love that. I love what he's doing because he's doing something positive. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about Asian games, because us Asian games, we have that tough attitude, and I feel like we should take that tough attitude and turn it into something positive and protect our people. And that's what he was doing. No, because we got that tough attitude. No, we're not afraid. Like, if anything, the Asian people is not afraid to fight back is us, because we're used to violence. You know, so that's nothing new to us. But I feel like we should take that and turn it into something positive and help our people, protect our people.
Yeah. Man, you said it right there, brother. So what are you doing right now on your daily life. Yeah.
Shit, well now, man, well now I'm just trying to stay on a straight path.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Yes,
that's all
sir.
I'm doing. Just trying to stay on a straight path and just like, you know, stay out of prison.
Yeah.
Stay out
So
of prison.
I feel you. I feel you. And one day at a time. Yes, sir. Bro, before we end this video, would you happen to have any last words for the youth out there, or anything, even for the Asian hate crime that's going on right now? Anything you want to say, brother?
Man, what I gotta say, I think we talked about it before too. Like for us Asians to come together, I feel like when we come together, it should be like, should be for real. You know what I mean? Like when we come together and this is done, and when this pandemic with this bullshit is all done, I feel like we should still stay together and still help one another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time till something like this happens again to one of us.
Oh,
It's only a matter of time. You know, don't think that this is going to be the last time it's going to happen to us Asian. Nah, there's going to be time. This still going to be time like this. It's going to happen in the future. It may not happen to us, but it may happen to our kids or our grandchildren or our grandkids too.
Man, I understand like what you're trying to say, where you're coming from, because after all this Asian hate crime is over with, everybody's gonna go back for
Yeah,
themselves and like,
separate.
oh, all right, oh, we're gonna do
Right?
our
Like,
thing
we don't need to
again,
have
yo,
to-
we're gonna divide
No, yeah.
again. And I
We
feel
still
you.
got to help each
Yeah,
other.
they should just get to see the bigger picture and just stay solid, so that we'll be protected every time and not be divided, like you said,
Yeah.
once this is over with. Yeah.
I mean, it's like that. It's like that saying. It's a very old saying. What is it? Together, was it? Together we stand, divided we fall.
Yeah. And man,
Really?
that's a good message, brother. So I really appreciate your time, bro. I know you haven't ate yet. You're about to eat right now.
Yeah, it's all good, bro.
Yes, sir. So good looking out. I'll catch you later.
Man, nice having you. Man, thank you for having me here, man.
Hopefully you come visit Philippines sometime soon too, for vacation or whatever, dog.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Looking out, man.
with that being said, you all know what time it is, man. Say what you mean and mean what you say, because real recognize real, homeboy. I'm out of here.
See ya.